Hey guys, well I just feel prompted to let you guys in on a little secret of what's actually going on. Okay, so here goes. Everyone is too busy to see what's actually happening. Our country is ran on a government. All of our countries are. Okay? They start wars over stuff that doesn't even matter. They keep it in the media. There's all this stuff going on, coronavirus, okay? Now listen. They shut the whole fucking world down. They're playing with your unconscious mind, keeping you distracted on, oh, it's this, oh, it's that. But they're showing you their power. Let me ask you a question. Who is going to survive? If you don't grow your own food and the government was to stay shut down, are you going to eat? If you are dependent on a grocery store, which is owned by a bank because they're the landowners, okay, and the grocery store stops, then what? We're all right now reliant on the government, reliant on the government to supply these things, reliant on everything to run a certain way. They're convincing you that you can't live without them while distracting you through the media and having you panic, and they're showing you in your own behavior that they control you. You're a slave to their distractions, not even paying attention to what really matters, what's actually going on. You want me to tell you what really matters? God in this planet, okay? Jesus Christ is the way to God. This planet is our means for survival. We continue to kill our planet, so they put us on lockdown. But somewhere in the back of their mind, we're just not going to make it. We're not going to make it unless the government does this. Why is that? Because they own everything. Okay? But let me tell you, we don't need a government. The love of money is the root of all evil. Greed. Lust. It's the root of all evil. The fall of man was understanding a way to make something more important than God. Money. That's the fall of man. And it's not money itself is bad. It's not. It's made of the earth. I mean, it comes from trees and from minerals in the ground. But the love of money, the fact that you can't stay in your own lane and take care of your own family, how did they take care of each other in biblical times? What did they escape? What are you not paying attention to? You're not paying attention to what's in your immunizations that they require. You're not paying attention to all the other things that they're doing because you're so caught up in all of these things that they're telling you, that the media is telling you, and everybody's so busy fighting with each other, you're not even noticing that they're telling you you're dependent on them and they're showing their power. We don't need a government. We can live. But it is possible to live in love. You make all your choices through love and consult God, and you won't make a wrong choice. God gave us Jesus so that we could make it back to God after we're sinning against nature. It's not, we're sinning against God. We're sinning against nature with knowing how to blackmail each other and not give, we used to teach each other things for free. Teach each other how to survive. Give a man a fish, teach a man to fish. Okay? We used to support each other. We could have lived in the Garden of Eden, but no, we had to know about evil. We had to know about it. And the fall of man and getting cast out of the garden is the fact that we didn't want to live peacefully. We wanted to do what we wanted. Well, we're doing what we want, and you know where that got us? Under the yoke of slavery all over again. You're free, and you shall be free indeed. Don't put on a yoke of slavery. And the promised land is the land of milk and honey. Let me ask you, where does milk come from? Cows? Where does honey come from? Bees? Where do those things typically, what are those things related to? Farming. What do those things do? They help us survive. If anything, I would think that this was a wake-up call to everybody who's so busy doing their makeup, their hair, and their nails that they don't even know. They don't know. You need to know, or you're not going to make it. And you're going to be a slave to the system. Oh, we're all slaves to the system. We got to work and make that money. Why? There's still, let me tell you, there's still homesteading acts. There's still squatters' rights. Yeah, you make that money and you do it the right way. And you pay somebody else, and you pay somebody else, and you pay taxes, and you pay taxes on taxes, and then you pay sales tax on everything you buy after you done paid taxes 3 times. You know why there's so many taxes? It's because they said so. It doesn't go where they tell us it goes. So where does it actually go? Where are those public records? And we're going to trust them to investigate themselves when they're completely caught up in the love of money. Right. Because people who care about money care about your soul. They're trying to direct you right. They care about you, but yet they're poisoning you. But yet they're doing things because of the love of money, not the love of God, not the love of each other, not the love of this planet. Steady destroying this planet. And this planet is the other half of creation. And you don't realize its value because we've been taught that dirt is cheap and dirt is to not be respected. And it's the other half of creation. It's the soil to the seed. So, of course it's worthwhile, but I need y'all to realize this is a wake-up call. We got to get out of Egypt. Do some research. It's not conspiracy theories. This shit's actually going on. Y'all, get out of your box. Who told you to be in that box in your mind? Who told you not everybody has the same heart as you? You know how many times I've been told that? It's because my heart is big. I care. I do. I love. I love, I love, I love. And I've loved even before I knew God. And I loved even harder after I knew God. And Jesus, and then I found out about the goddess half of creation, which is earth. And, you know, it's hard to grasp and everything, but I started questioning. Where did all these blocks in my mind come up? Where did all these roadblocks and separations come from? Who decided that I couldn't know all of this, that I didn't need to know all of this? Who decided that you control my future? Who decided that I have to pay so much for college? Who decided that I have to be in debt to have a good job? Why? What's the point in holding each other down when we could easily bring each other up and not make so much money in our pockets? What if we were to use our knowledge, okay, to help each other? I mean, even if you got to get that money and you got to pay we got to live, it is what it is. I get that. However, you can, instead of paying money to a church building, you can go help somebody out. You can pay your tithes to God by walking out your faith and showing God to somebody. Yes, support our church. Absolutely. Especially if they got outreach programs. Especially if they're helping people and changing lives. Yes. Support those missions. Yes. Do you know how many separate missions we have? If we could just collaborate them all together. Like, there's plenty of nonprofits. I know this for a fact because I have my own. I can't even afford to get the tax exemption in order to get donations and the people to donate to get a tax break so that they're willing to help somebody else. Now, I don't have the reputation to support my claims, and everybody's going to doubt me because they don't know me on a personal level. And yet, a commercial can come on with people you've never met in your life. You don't know if their credentials are real or not, and you got 7 different people saying the same thing, and you're going to go buy that product. What's the difference? The difference is The nonprofit aspect of it is actually supposed to be helping people. But you'd rather help yourself. Buy something, spend that money to support somebody else, and buy something that's not even worth that money. Because somebody else said so. But if I'm up here, I'm not asking for your money. Do what I did. Give homeless people backpacks with survival supplies in them. That can impact somebody's life, change their life. Donate your real estate that you've been holding on to and not making any money off of. Take that, put somebody up in it, and give them a hand up in life. Teach them how to survive, how to balance a fucking checkbook, how to have home training. You know what's wrong with our society is that there's a lot of people that don't have parents that teach them anything. I know people that are adults that don't know how to change their own damn tire. No, what's going to happen if your tire blows out and there's nobody around? You need to know these things. You need to know that. I'll teach you how to change a tire. Okay? I will. I'll teach you how to. It's really simple. None of it's hard. In basic mechanics, nothing's hard. In basic planting, sowing seed, I mean, it's even got instruction in the Bible of how to till the land, plant the seed, water it. I mean, and none of it's hard. None of it's hard. It's all stuff we can all do. You're capable. You're worthwhile. And you don't deserve to be a slave. Slavery ended a long time ago, and yet we're all in the land of the free. We're in this free world, hanging together, blocked off from society by a virus. Are you going to survive in your apartment? Are you going to survive without a grocery store? No. So you might as well get it good and in your head right now that you're not able to support yourself. You're completely reliant on a bank system. Yeah. No. Don't do that. Don't do that. Somebody please just be willing to learn. Somebody please just be willing to be the change you wish to see in the world. Come on. I don't have the money to do this, but I'm going to try. And, pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. Watch The Wizard of Oz. Doesn't know what the fuck he's doing, but he's filling his own pockets and he's got plenty of followers. Great and powerful Oz. Yes, we're meant to be sheep. Yes. But we are meant to be able to walk amongst wolves and recognize them as wolves and bring peace and the gospel. Do you know why the church buildings are empty? Is because, yes, while we need that time to spend together and talk together and grow together, we need to be doing more for the rest of the world to save people. Not only save their souls, but to teach them something, to teach them how to survive, to help people. If you really want to help God's people, start claiming the promised land. Start standing on promises. Start making it happen. Start stepping out in faith. Start doing the way God wants you to do. Fill up your heart with love. Let that forgiveness go. It's all just stuff that doesn't matter anyways. Somebody said something that upset you. Oh well. Somebody done you wrong. Oh well. Move on. Okay? And you can have joy and freedom in your heart. And you can open your eyes and see. And I'm going to tell you, enlightenment is part of it. Jesus is the way. But you have to open your mind. You have to recognize the worth in the earth for our survival. This planet provides our oxygen, our food, our shelter, all of that. And what are we doing? Okay, sometimes we plant trees. And we're not heeding the things that are happening in nature as a warning. But let me tell you, she's tired of being mistreated. She's tired of seeing the world this way. God and Mother Earth want to see their children thrive. I'm not saying worship Mother Earth by no means, but honor her, as it says in the Bible. No other God before me, the Alpha and Omega. Okay. Jesus is the way. Okay, but we're still supposed to honor her and be aware of her worth. She is the other half of our survival. God's got our soul. Earth has got the rest. Do you understand what's happening here is they took that out so that they could be doing exactly what they're doing right now. Pull your head out of your ass. Go find out how to cook. Go find out what foods are natural and what they can lead to. I mean, come on, guys. Like, realize that they're going to keep you distracted with greed, what you want to buy, what you need, what so-and-so's got that's so nice and better than whatever you could ever afford. And you got to strive for that, and you got to pay this big old price tag for that. Why? Because that's what they want for it, so that's what they expect you to pay. That's what they value it at. You notice how expensive land is? You notice how expensive all these things are? And why is that? Why are their paychecks so big when we don't even really need money? We could survive on this planet as farmers and tend to each other and help each other, and we could tend to our flocks, have our sheep, have our goats, have our cows, our crops, and this planet would thrive. Why do you think wild animals have to be fixed? And why is it that animals got to be locked up in a cage for okay, they're facing extinction, let's put them in a box. Let's put them in prison. You know how the zoo animals feel now? Wake up. Wake up. I love you guys. God bless. Please, God, let this hit somebody's heart and wake them up. Open your eyes. We can do this. We don't need a government. We need a generation to rise that's willing to help each other. I don't care if you're a boy or a girl or a fucking toaster. Listen, reincarnation is part of it. You keep cycling through life until you level up to a point of enlightenment to where you can appreciate God and appreciate earth and honor earth and come back to God through Christ. For your sin and love and money. That's the fall of man. And we're just following right along when it's right there. Big red truck. Thank you. And I will be back with more videos later.